guys, I'm Justin. I'm back today on the Horrorland Media channel with a brand new episode of Horrorland Reviews. Today we continue on with one of the recently unboxed Black Friday pickups. Today's review will be over the VSU release from Vinegar Syndrome of Congo. Everyone crapped all over this film when it got announced that this was going to be the next VSU. I don't hate this movie. I thought it was actually pretty decent. Again, I think it's just all kind of what you're into, I guess you could say. This is number 10 in the VSU line, the Vinegar Syndrome Ultra. If we'll focus there we go, VSU Ultra, number 10. I have already kind of disassembled this box to make this review go a little smoother. We, as always, do get these beautiful books in here. So Congo was after Jurassic Park, of course, and Amy the gorilla, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe she is also an animatronic like the dinosaurs were. I'm really bad at thumbing through those, so sorry guys. But she is also an animatronic, I do believe, just like the dinosaurs were. And so really cool here, kind of state-of-the-art kind of stuff. So we do have Congo, beautiful slipcover, that white, just really kind of different. You don't really see a whole lot of that as far as that, you know, that style. We'll go ahead and take this off. You do have the original cover art there, and it says, "Where you are the endangered species, the Congo." So flip this over here. We'll go over the synopsis. First, though, the specs. This is from 1995. It is 108 minutes. It is rated PG-13 and is in the aspect ratio of 185 to 1. This is a Region A release. However, 4Ks are region free, but I'm assuming that the Blu-ray that's in here is region free. So let's get over and start reading this synopsis. It says, Travacom owner and multimillionaire R.B. Travis sends his son Charles and his friend Jeffrey to the Congo to search for blue rare diamonds that can work as powerful conduits for telecommunications lasers. When Charles and Jeffrey are ambushed, his ex-fiancée, Dr. Karen Ross, who observes the attack via remote video feed, is sent by R.B. Travis to follow in his son's footsteps back to the Congo to finish what was started and hopefully find Charles alive. Upon embarking, Karen encounters Dr. Peter Elliott, his assistant, and a gorilla named Amy, who can communicate with humans via a sign language-controlled glove that translates her movements into audible dialogue. Dr. Elliott is on a poorly funded expedition to bring Amy back to the Congo, which ends up being made financially viable by a Romanian philanthropist and Karen, who opts to tag along. Once in Africa, they meet up with their guide and find themselves targets of various local militaries, tribes, and a race of gray killer apes along on the way to find the lost city of Zinj. So this has a really good cast. This has, of course, Bruce Campbell. It does have Ernie Hudson, who plays Winston in the Ghostbusters. This also has, what is his name, if I could think, Tim Curry. There we go. How could I forget Tim Curry? Good gracious. And as I said, Bruce Campbell and Laura Lindley from The Truman Show. So this has, quite a few people here. Joe Don Baker as well from Walking Tall. So let's get into it. Congo, it's exactly as the synopsis says, of course. We have Bruce Campbell's character is in the Congo and he is looking for these diamonds, and he basically says, hey, I've got to go find my friend so that he can kind of share in this news. Let's meet up in an hour. So Dr. Karen Ross, she sends back the satellite feed for an hour, and when it comes back, they of course are nowhere to be found, and all they see is this like killer ape, which they have analyzed. It's like a new species or whatever, and so she is sent back in, and this guy R.B. Evans or R.B. Travis, whatever his name is just heartless. He doesn't care that his son has potentially been killed. All he cares about is these diamonds, because all he cares about is his money. And she tells him, she says, I better find out that you've sent me for your son and not just to find these diamonds. So when she goes, she meets up with this doctor, or I guess he's more like a teacher or a scientist, I guess you could say. And he has Amy, the gorilla, and he has basically given her and shown that animals can talk through the use of a sign language glove. When she signs, it kind of turns her signs into speech, and it lets you know what she's thinking. And so she is having these nightmares, and he decides, maybe the city is not the best place for a gorilla. So he wants to take her back to the Congo. Tim Curry comes up, and he decides to fund it. He has ulterior motives of his own. They get there, and of course, Ernie Hudson, or Ernie, whatever his name is. I'm bad with names, guys. I'm so sorry. Winston from the Ghostbusters. That's what I know him as. I don't know his real name. Winston from the Ghostbusters, Ernie Hudson. He's there, and he helps them kind of navigate, and it turns into, them having to jump out of the plane because they're fixing to be shot down by the military, and having to trudge through this jungle. And they do find this kind of new race of ultimately killer apes who are protecting these diamonds that they are so desperately looking for. And the way that it unfolds is just overall, it's really, really good. Some corny special effects. I mean, it was in the 90s, but corny special effects, a little bit of corny acting, but overall, really enjoyable. Again, everyone kind of groaned and was like, "Oh, Congo, great!" But me and Lee watched this one, and we both really enjoyed it, or at least I did. I think she did as well. The 4K transfer for this looks really, really good. They did a great job on it as always. Audio is top notch as well. If you guys are on the fence about this one, I can say that I do recommend picking this one up. This one is an expensive release from Vinegar Syndrome, but I would have to say that I would recommend it's worth the money, especially if you're collecting this VSU line. It's a nice addition to it as well. So this has been my review and kind of thoughts and opinion on Congo. I hope that you guys have liked this video. You can show us that you liked it by giving it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and leave comments down below. If you guys have a movie you would like to see us review, by all means, let us know. We'll try to get to it. We have a lot of things in the pipeline. We have some recommendations we are trying to work on. But things just take time, so we're getting there as quickly as we can. Again, though, this has been our review for Congo. We hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us and spending just a little bit of your time with us today, and we'll catch you next time with another episode of Horrorland Reviews.